Good morning, everyone. Welcome to AJ Storytime channel for kids. How you guys are doing? How was your weekend? Are you ready for this wonderful week? This week, we are going to learn about tadpoles and how they grow, what they are, what they become after they grow up to adults. So I am so excited to see you guys this week. Remember that we go live Monday through Fridays at 11 a.m. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe and hit the little bell so you don't miss any of my live story times. Muy buenos días, bienvenidos a mi canal de Ella Storytime Channel for Kids. ¿Están listos para esta semana que vamos a aprender todo lo que tiene que ver con los tadpoles, con los sapitos? Así que espero que vengan a verme este lunes a viernes a las 11 a.m. para que puedan saber cuándo estoy en vivo. Y recuérdense que también pueden suscribirse si son nuevos en mi canal, a mi canal de AJ Storytime Channel for Kids. Y también denle a la campanita para que puedan saber cuando estoy leyendo en vivo. So, if we are ready, let's get started. Vamos a empezar. This week we are learning about tadpole, and some of those you will be seeing now when the spring and summertime comes. So it would be nice if you know about them. Also, you learn about this at school. The first book we are going to be reading is called Tadpole, and these grow ups, Tadpole grow ups by Pan Somen. As you can see in the pictures, we have the eggs, the little tadpole once they grow in, and then finally what he will become. So let's get started reading this great book. This is a word hunt. So look for this word as we read this book, and they be in bold black, okay? So the first one is algae, and that's algae, an amphibian, the blob, the worm right here, the tadpole, the string, and the embryo. So these are words that you were supposed to remember once we finish this book. The tadpoles, are those fish? No, they are tadpoles. Tadpoles grow into frogs or toads. These are the tadpoles right here. These tadpoles will grow into toads. Frogs and toads are amphibians. Amphibians live in water and on land. Frogs have smooth skin. Toads have bumpy skin. This is the bump, and that's the top. Look at the smooth skin on this frog. Look how soft that look. Have you seen one of those? I used to play with them when I was a little girl back in the Dominican Republic. Toads and frogs lay eggs in lakes, ponds, and puddles. Frogs lay eggs in a blob. Toads lay eggs in a string. So this string right here is laid by the toads, and these are frog eggs. Jelly covers the eggs to keep them safe. Top eggs look like a string. So right now we learn about two different type of frogs, the tops and the frogs. The regular frogs lay their eggs, and the tops lay their eggs like a string. Embryos grow inside the eggs. The eggs will hatch in about 2 to 3 weeks. The embryos become tadpoles when they hatch. So this right here is the frog embryo, and this is the egg. Look, these frog's eggs will hatch soon. A tadpole looks like a fish. It has a tail but no legs. It kills help in get air from the water. It eats algae. Algae are plants that live in water. These are the algae. This frog tadpole is swimming in algae. What is happening to this tadpole? It is growing back legs. Its front legs will grow later. Its lungs are growing too. Its lung help it to breathe better. 3 months have passed. The tadpole has lost its tails. It's time to hop out of the water. The tadpole eats bugs and worms now. Tadpoles can grow into tubs. Tadpoles can grow into frogs. So there are two different parts. This is a tub and this is a frog. Tadpoles grows up. First thing is jelly covers the eggs to keep the frog eggs safe. The embryos are inside the eggs. Look, this egg is about to hatch. When the egg hatches, a tadpole comes out. These tadpoles are 10 days old. This tadpole is hungry. Look at it eating. The tadpole is getting bigger. It has back legs now. It's still growing, but it hasn't lost its tail yet. Where's the tail? It's gone. The tadpole is grown up. It is a frog now. So we learned that a little tadpole becomes what, guys? A frog or a tad. The new words that we learned today are algae, is very tiny plants that grow in water that do not have roots or stems. Amphibian, an animal that hatches in water. Blab, a frog lays a group or blab of eggs. Embryo, a baby animal that grows inside an egg. String, a tub lays a string of eggs. Tadpole, which is what we're learning, a young frog or tub that lives in water, breathes through gills and has a tail but no legs. And the worm, a small animal that lives in the soil. These animals lay eggs in the water too. The end. I hope that you enjoyed this book. This is such a great book. It's called Tadpole Grows Up, and this is one of the first book we will be reading this week. Now, I have a wonderful story to share with you. This is a wonderful story about a caterpillar and a pollywog, which is a tadpole too. So I hope you enjoyed this story as well as I did. Let's move this a little bit up so you can see the whole story. Great. This book is called The Caterpillar and the Pollywog by Jack Kent. Caterpillars aren't like other frogs. As dogs and hippopotamus and you and I get older, we get bigger, especially hippopotamus, but no caterpillars. They turn into butterflies. Turning into something else like that is not a thing just anybody can do. Down by the pond, there lived a caterpillar who was very proud of being different. She bragged about it to her friends. When I grow up, I'm going to turn into something else, she told the snail. That's nice, said the snail, who really didn't care one way or the other. When I grow up, I'm going to turn into something else, she told the turtle. I don't blame you, said the turtle, who didn't much like wiggly things. When I grow up, I am going to turn into something else, she told the pollywog. What fun, said the pollywog. What are you going to turn into? But the caterpillar hurried on her way, looking for someone else to tell her secret to. I wish I could turn into something else when I grow, said the pollywog. You will, said the fish. All pollywogs do. What am I going to turn into? The pollywog asked. But the fish saw a tasty bug and dashed after it. When I grow up, said the caterpillar, who had circled the pond and was going around for the second time. When I grow up, she told the Pollywood. Again, I'm going to turn into something else. So I am, said the Pollywood. You? The caterpillar was so surprised she almost fell into the pond. The fish say so. The Pollywood told her, fish know things. They go to school. The caterpillar was upset. I thought only caterpillars could do it, she said rather sadly. What are we going to turn into? The Pollywood asked. Well, I'm going to turn into a beautiful butterfly, said the caterpillar. Then I guess I will too, the Pollywood say happily. What fun, let's do it together. All right, the caterpillar agreed, although she would rather have done it alone. But I get to go first. The Pollywood didn't mind. He wasn't at all sure how it was done. I'll watch you, he said. So when the time came, the caterpillar started to spin a cocoon. This is the strictly part, she said. The Pollywood watched as the caterpillar spun soon, only her head was uncovered. Now I have to close the lid, she said, and when I come out, I'll be a butterfly. Go ahead, the Pollywood say excitedly. I want to see you do it. It will take a while, the caterpillar warned. She started spinning again and was soon out of sight in the cocoon. For a long time, nothing happened, but the Pollywood was patient. He watched and watched and watched for days and days and days. Alas, there was activity in the cocoon. The end of it opened, and very slowly the caterpillar came out. Only she wasn't a caterpillar anymore. She was a butterfly, a beautiful yellow butterfly. Wow. The Bollywood was so excited he hopped up and down with delight. I was so busy. He hopped up and down like a frog. I was so busy watching you, he said. I didn't notice what was happening to me. Whoa. You are a very handsome frog, the butterfly said as she flew off to try her new wings. But the frog was puzzled. I thought I was going to be a butterfly, he said. A caterpillar wiggled by. When I grow up, he said proudly to the frog, I'm going to turn into something else. But the frog wasn't listening. He was admiring his reflection in the water. I am, a very handsome frog, he said. The end. What do you guys think about this story? The Caterpillar and the Pollywood by Jack Hand. This is such a nice story because it's the transformation of the caterpillar into a butterfly and the Pollywood or tadpole into what? Into a nice, handsome frog. I hope that you enjoy our first story time for the week, and I see you tomorrow at 11. Please, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell. Espero que le haya gustado esta historia, la primera de esta semana. Y también quiero decirles que si son nuevos en mi canal, por favor se suscriban y denle a la campanita. Bye.